I'm Charlotte Dujardin. I'm a 3-time gold Olympic champion.
Hi, I'm Nick Skelton, 2-time Olympic gold medalist.
I'm Ian Stark. I am a 4-time Olympic silver medalist.
I'm Natasha Baker and I'm 5 times Paralympic gold medalist.
I mean, the Olympics is everyone's ultimate dream. I mean, as an athlete, that's what you want to do, is be able to represent your country. It's a huge honour to be able to go there and do that. And for me, it means absolutely everything.
Well, I think when you say the word Olympics, it's probably the best moment of my career. Of over 45, 50 years of riding. That's the ultimate goal, I think, of any sportsman.
It's not until you get home and you suddenly realise you've got these medals in your hand and you realise what's happened. Even now, I still look at the medals every now and again when nobody's around. I get them out and have a sneak peek look at them. And fortunately, I've got grandchildren now and they love to see them and put them on. And so that gives me a chance to pretend that I'm not really interested, but it's good to have a look at them.
It means the absolute world to me to be a Paralympian, and it kind of still doesn't feel real. Like, I can transport myself back to London 2012 and like regurgitate all of those feelings and those emotions, but I'm still Natasha on a day-to-day basis. Those 3 weeks that you spend in a Paralympic Games, it's like no other time in your life.
I think for me, I truly forget what I've achieved, and to call myself an Olympian, it's a little bit surreal really, because, you know, I was just like any other normal girl that used to go to these competitions, sit there and dream. And now to sit here and say I have actually achieved all those things and I am an Olympian, and not only an Olympian, and I'm a gold medalist, it's an incredible feeling.
Sounds so corny, but it was a dream come true, and it was probably the best moment of my life. I was shocked. You know, I never thought that going into my first Paralympic Games I would win a gold medal the first try. Yeah, it was just absolutely mind-blowing.
Just relief, really, I think. I thought, you know, thank God that's happened at last. And then, you know, it took a few days, weeks to sink in, really.
So many people said to me, you know, if you win a medal, will it make you emotional? I'll be like, oh no, you know, I'm just going to be really happy. I mean, there's nothing to cry about. And then when it actually happened to me to win an individual, all I can remember is that it just made me so emotional.
I'm a really, really emotional person, but I didn't even cry on the podium when I got my medal because I just didn't know how to feel, and it was 12 years of blood, sweat and tears to finally have a dream come true and have that gold medal put around my neck. I was so unbelievably proud of myself and my horse and my team. To be doing that in London in front of everybody was just the most special moment of my career, and I don't think anything will ever top that.
I think you're suddenly very, very aware of the British supporters. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, they are incredible. And as I've already said, the Union flags are flying and the people cheering and the emotions are high, the atmosphere is phenomenal. You're just carried along the crest of a wave and you just enjoy it. You just love it, and you get this permanent fixed grin and your face is in agony, but you're loving every minute of it.
A Paralympics is so different to a Europeans or a Worlds because you're going into a village and you're kind of cut off from the rest of the world, and to be around so many other truly inspirational people is quite extraordinary. To hear their stories, like I spoke to one guy who was disabled because of a shark attack, and how he had got over that and is now competing for his country at Paralympic Games. You're going through this with so many other athletes, and to have friends from all across the world in different sports is really quite special.
Many of the, not necessarily even the competing bits, the riding bits, but many of the great stories and being involved with the rest of the team riders, and it was just having all these memories with your teammates, and you can't relive that. It's in your memory, but it's never going to happen again. It's just very, very special.
Oh, the Athletes Village is incredible. To be a part of Team GB, to mix with all the different disciplines, to speak to other athletes of, how their training's going or, what discipline they're doing, you learn so much.
Well, I mean, one thing's being on the equestrian team because you see all the lads all the time that you compete against. But to be on a Great Britain team is very special because, it starts out by when you go to the Olympics, you go and get all your kits and you fly out together and you go to the opening ceremony and you stay in the village, and it's all very team orientated and it's like one big family. Makes you, proud to be British and be on the team.
I've been on the team, starting out since I was 11, so I've known all of the riders for the majority of my life. So to share those moments with them was fantastic. The team podium is very different to an individual medal ceremony. We're all standing up there as friends and teammates, and you go through so much together. I think there's that element of pride, but also the relief that, we've done it, thank goodness.
It's the one thing about our sport that, even when it's not a team, but particularly when it's a team, that the amount of help we give each other. When horses are involved, it's not just us and our minds. There's another being, there's an animal there that's got its own ideas and its own mind. And I think we all know that, and we know how difficult it can be and how exhilarating it can also be. And so we help each other all the time, and so we milk the moment.
Every day he would give me his best. Every day he tried. Every time he went in that arena, he went down that centre line and he wanted to do it and he wanted to win like I wanted to win. And it was almost like we could hold each other's hands and support each other. And I remember going into London, into that huge arena, and on the first time he kind of went in and they all applauded and he went like that, and I could feel him, and I just patted him on his neck and I went and I said, it's okay, and then I could feel him go like that. And then I was like, okay, I'm off, I'm ready.
It's a partnership, the two of you out there. And I think when horses get to that level, they are as competitive as we are. They become part of the family. They're not cars, you don't put them away, you've got to look after them 24/7, and you become like mates, really. And I'm honoured and privileged and thrilled to have done what I've done with these animals. They're incredible.
I know they would have been proud of me, whatever I would have done. But I think we were all just so blown away by everything that happened. And, you can talk about a Paralympic Games and, we had so many speeches about what to expect. But it was kind of that times 100. The owner of my horse, Christian, we just cried and hugged for about 5 minutes. And I think it was the best time of their lives as well as mine.
The whole team, as far as I'm concerned, are everyone at home, the owners, the vets, the farrier, my wife, my family, our supporters, or even our kids, who really, God bless them, put up with hell as far as they were concerned. My son even said to me that the only time he got to speak to his parents was when he went out hacking with them on the horses. But boy, do you appreciate it when you get to an Olympics and you've been successful in Olympics. You feel as though, okay, I've sort of given something back to the team and justified their support in me, and that's great.
It's very, very important that it stays there. I mean, it gets a good crowd, good following, and our business probably thrives on the Olympics, because that's what everybody's aim is to go to the Olympics, to buy horses, the owners. It is really the ultimate goal, and to have equestrianism in the Olympic Games is very, very important.
For me, to be an Olympic sport just gives it that extra dimension. I mean, we're very lucky. It's a very thrilling, exciting sport that we're involved in, and with the cross country especially. But to take that to everyone in the world and be part of the Olympic movement, it's just something special.
I was the biggest kid you'll ever see when it was kitting out day. I was so proud, and I couldn't wait to put every piece on. You know, even your socks had Union Jacks, you know, you've got your Olympic rings.
When you go to Paralympic Games, you get upgraded and you get a bigger badge and you get the logo on it, and once that's on your jacket, that can never be taken off. You're a Paralympic athlete then.
Representing your country, I think that's incredibly special to be able to do that, and that's something, you know, even when you get to my old age, you can still enjoy. And funnily enough, only about 10 days ago, my grandchildren were staying, and even they, at 8 and 9, the two boys are very impressed that Grumpy, as they call me, you know, managed to do all that and come back with medals.
I think for me, the biggest words is not give up. You know, it's so easy to give up, but a true fighter and a true person that, you know, wants something in life makes it happen. And I know from my experience and speaking to other top athletes, no one's got it easy. Everybody's had to work very, very hard to make it happen.
You know, you've got to want to do it, you've got to seize the opportunities when you get them. And I think that's what you have to do. You've got to get out there and do it. Nobody's going to give you anything. You've got to go and get it.
Don't give up when the times get tough. You know, embrace it and come out bigger, better, stronger, because you'll want it more.
Keep at it, never give up, and achieve the dream.
I really was a nobody. Everybody that said to me, Charlotte, you'll never make it because you haven't got the financial backing, or Charlotte, you know, you're not going to do it because you haven't got the horsepower, you know, it just made me believe actually even more. And I wanted everybody to see that actually it's not about money, it's not about the horsepower, it's about actually believing in yourself, you know, working hard, being dedicated, because that's what I did, you know, day in, day out. I worked so hard. Anyone that told me I couldn't do something, I worked harder to make it happen, and you know, I just didn't give up. And to be there, to stand there and to be receiving that medal was an absolute honour.